So yeah, it's been a mad week and a half. The first ceremony was quite a mild one. Little glimpses of things, little visions just out of sight. A lot of it was, as I said during it, my inner monologue had a running commentary of what was happening, but it was talking in the past tense, like it had already happened. Weird that it was happening at the time, but in my head I was thinking about it like it had already happened. Windy. So yeah, it's quite a mild one. But the next ceremony, wow, nothing was happening, no visions. And then boom, full on, out of body visions of a language and patterns, which I understood. They were intense, bang, 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 and it finished with, you're cured. It was amazing. Then I purged, and the next thing, I'm at the source of everything. This beautiful, intense white light I've ever seen. A bit like the sun, but white. And I could look directly at it without, there's no way to look at the sun. But this was as intense as the sun, in the pure white, but I could look directly at it. And it's just knowing that this was the source of everything. This was pure love. Beautiful, beautiful experience. And then I had the opposite experience. Pure hell, pure evil. This is the next ceremony, the one just gone. The one on, what are we on now? Thursday today, the one Tuesday just gone. Yeah, the most scary night of my life. Visions come on quick and fast. I went to the purge straight away, near enough, after drinking. I was trying to keep it down, let the medicine get into my system and start working. And then I was surrounded by these little brightly coloured plants that were alive with like a bluebell, but bright yellow heads, and that was their heads, and they had their arms were little leaves almost, and they were beckoning to me. They're all happy, over enthusiastic all around me. Purge, 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 that's what they was telling me. Just in what they was gesturing. But I didn't take a lot of persuading. I purged like I've never purged before. Violently sick. And then I was it can only be described as hell. It was then I was just my consciousness. I had no memory of my life, my body, earth, anything. It was scary. As much as I tried to grasp, I was just purely in my consciousness, lost in this mad place. Language was making no sense. There was language coming at me, and at one point I was thinking, Steve doesn't exist. It's all a figment of your imagination. Steve is you, you're Steve, and it got really weird. Yeah, real scary. I don't know how long that went on for, maybe an hour. And gradually, I got my senses back. I was back in my body. I was back in my body. Just about. But there was no relief when I was in that place. There was no sleep. It was like, there was no relief from it. There was no escape from where I was. There's no going to sleep and forgetting about it. There was no sleep. There was truly scary, hard night. But like I said, gradually I came back into it. I thought then I'm never doing this again. What have I done? Never touched an ayahuasca again. Gradually come back into my body, but I was away with the fairies. Nothing had edges or tripping balls. I was just about make out the little puke bucket and puking into it. And I was so exhausted. I've never felt that physically exhausted in my life. I just wanted to curl up into a ball. Absolutely shattered from it. And then, yeah, just everything around me was weird, and all the edges of everything were weird, and I found that if I shut my eyes, the visions would go. So that's what I done. I just slumped myself in the chair, kept my eyes shut, and just waited for it all to be over. It took a long time. Any time I'd open my eyes, I could make out the silhouette of Ron moving around doing what he was doing, but everything was nuts. So yeah, I kept my eyes shut for most of that. I was really glad when it was over. We both left, me and Steve. Anne was in a bad way, she went to bed. And Steve had a bit more life about him. He had a bit of chat. He was talking about what had happened, and he'd been to the same place, seen all the evil. I had nothing to give. I couldn't string two words together. So I went back up to the dorm and slumped in bed, but I didn't get any sleep, really. My mind was away, processing information, processing what I'd just been through. I think eventually, early hours of the morning, I managed to doze off for a couple of hours, and yeah, one scary night. And there was all the dramas yesterday with Anne. Anne didn't look right in the morning. She looked completely different. She looked possessed, if anything. So yeah, I've just explained all what happened to that. They got us to the hospital, got on an IV, and turns out she's been having trouble posing. She's not been getting anything come back up, and you got to get that shit out of your system. All that badness. What the point of it is. She was having trouble with that, and even with this tobacco pose that Ron had given her, I still didn't do it, and the result was intoxication. But she's good now. We're all happy, we're all joking. She's not going to drink tonight. She's got a flight reasonably early tomorrow, so she's dipping out on that. Steve said he'd never want to do it again, but he said he would if I was going to. If there was a little bit more work that I needed to do. With all that purging the other night, I didn't quite get it all out. There's a little bit left in me. So I gotta see where tonight takes us. I hope it's not hell. I hope we go back there. Been the adventure of a lifetime. my place up America, Peru. Yeah, a bit of peace and quiet back at home, all these bloody animals and roosters, guinea fowl, monkeys chucking things on the roof at night. But I had to get back and have a bit of peace and quiet. Yeah, I miss Jill. I miss the dogs. Miss Aunt Freddie. Miss Mum. Miss everything about my lovely, lovely life I got at home. I've always appreciated it, but I think after this trip, I'm going to appreciate it all the more. Not becoming all religious, but the power of God is a beautiful thing. Light will put out any darkness. Darkness can't put out light, but light will do away with darkness. Go into a room where it's dark, you put a light on, darkness is gone. Darkness won't come into a room and put light on. Light has the power over darkness. And there endeth my philosophy.